wanting to conserve marine mammals in the wild. So again, you know, you never know how you connect to the things that you do. As Haruyoshi said, this is meant to be a moving experience, both an interactive moving experience like you see now, but again, also one that moves you in a different way, sort of kind of touches the heart and makes you want to care. Particularly with kids, it's a great way for them to get interested in animals. As Haruyoshi said, this is a technology that is convenient. Basically, all you need is a projector and something to project on. In this case, the larger the better. And that's one thing that we could not find in Hawaii during this Congress. We looked everywhere. We looked at large buildings, outdoors, and everywhere in Hawaii. I did not realize there are big trees all around our buildings. And so it does not lend itself to this kind of technology. And it's not I would not recommend scouting around in your car while you're looking at buildings. Very, very dangerous. Think there's a possibility to do this in places like big cities where they have older buildings. You saw some of the buildings that they've used in Japan where it's kind of got this big brick building. That means that you can project a humpback whale at its true life size. So 45 feet, you can imagine, the whale can basically be vertical if you can find a big enough projection wall. So in Hawaii, we are very, very fortunate. Our humpback whales are whales that we feel are kama'aina, meaning that they were born here in the islands. We have a humpback whale season that runs from November through May. You guys just missed it by a very short span of time. When they are here, the peak time of the year is February and March. And during that time, we believe that over 10,000 whales, humpback whales, are visiting our waters. We don't know how long their residency time here is. I think it varies. Depending on the purpose of their visit. Mothers are basically having calves here, so we see a lot of calves in Hawaii, which is very exciting. This is not a feeding habitat, so they are not here to feed. We do see what we call heat runs, competition groups where males will congregate in very large groups, hoping for the chance to mate with one of the females. Oftentimes, a mother and a calf will have a third whale that will accompany them. And many times, people will mistakenly think that is the dad of the calf, and it is most likely not. The way that it works is the humpback whales are, we think, mate, and dad is pretty much out of the picture after that. Unless he comes back the next year, maybe he liked, you know, a certain female that he wanted to check out again, but most likely not the dad. Just another male hoping to be maybe the next dad of that calf. So what we've seen in Hawaii is a population growth of humpback whales. These whales were highly endangered, under 1,000 in the 1970s, and they've now recovered to very comfortable numbers here. We think the population of the North Pacific humpback whales is about 20,000. So we're really looking at a more positive outlook for these animals. We also have spinner dolphins. Actually, we have probably over 20 species of marine mammals that reside in our waters at some time during the year. We don't normally see a lot of these species. The common species that you do see from shore are humpback whales, spinner dolphins, bottlenose dolphins. The others live very far offshore generally, and very rarely do you get to encounter them. So if you ask people here in Hawaii if they've seen or what kinds of marine mammals they see here or what kinds of marine mammals they're familiar with. They will tell you that they're familiar with the humpback whale, spinner dolphins, and bottlenose dolphins, and that's pretty much it. So again, this technology has the capability of letting us share with people here, what kind of species we do have. And it's unfortunate because we don't even know for those species why they're here, what their population might be here. So there's a lot that we can learn, but we really need to connect people to those resources for us to get the resources that we need, the funding that we need to continue that kind of research. So have you guys tried asking it questions? Do we need a microphone over there? No? You can ask the animals questions. Yes, you can. Like what? Let's see, I don't know. Are you a monkey? Do you have legs? Mostly yes and no questions. It's hard to get them to talk. They don't really have the kind of vocal cords that we have.
Where's the whales going? There's a dolphin. Oh, what? You do.
Called him over.
Are you a dolphin? It said no. Nah. Are you a fish? What mammal are you?
No. Yes or no.
Oh. Don't make sense.
So he could whistle and click at you, but I don't know if you could understand his language. So when I worked with bottlenose dolphins years ago, one of the things that we were trying to understand is their ability to understand language, sentence structure. So I worked with a very famous marine mammal researcher who recently passed, Dr. Lou Herman. And what he did, working with dolphins in captivity, is he taught them a sign language. And so they understood different symbols or signs, hand signals that we would instruct them with. And we would basically, as a trainer, we would ask these animals to take a ball over to a surfboard, and they would execute that behavior. They would take a ball, swim it over to the surfboard, they would touch the surfboard, and they would get a whistle and a fish. Then we'd switch that sentence structure, and we said, take the surfboard to the ball. And it was a way for us to understand whether or not they understood that command. And they would take the surfboard and take it over to the ball. And they were about 85% accurate. I think there were times working with these animals, I felt that they were just bored to death because we were so not creative. We also had a sign where we would give them, it was a creative sign. Go out, do something that we didn't tell you to do before. And so they would have to go out and perform a behavior that we did not teach them. And I was training one day and gave my dolphin, because I had nothing else to do.
Can you roll over?
A signal to go out and do something creative. And this dolphin had kept the fish that I had given him previously, went around the tank and spit it up in the air and caught it, and spit it up in the air and caught it, and we'd never seen that before. So again, what kind of intelligence they have, I can't really say, but they were able to learn a language that we taught them, and I will tell you that we have no idea to this day what their language is. So, these are the kinds of things that you appreciate when you know that these are very, very special animals in our world, and that they need to be treated with respect. And so we ask people, and I'll put my NOAA hat on right now, if you are experiencing these animals in the wild, remember that that's their home, and you are there as a guest. And if you are a guest, you should be respectful. You should not try to be intrusive or interrupt the behaviors that they have, and some of those behaviors are really, really important. So I'm going to turn it back over to our group over here because I think they had some more questions. What was that? Oh. Do you guys want to ask the orca to come over for a visit?
Orca. Orca, can you come over?
Oh, I don't know. You know, sometimes these animals don't get along, certain species. So when you've got one there, sometimes it makes the other one not come.
Oh, yeah.
Roll on its side. Can you roll on your side? Oh, nice. Talk back. Roll on your side. That's mad. Can you move down? That's better. No poking in the eye. Good boy.
Can you turn over?
So like Haru-san was saying, you know, we are just so interested to hear from all of you. Tell us what you think and how you think this technology can be used, because it really, I think it does have some endless possibilities.
Can you blow bubbles?
Can you shake my hand? How's it going, mate? I'll see ya. Turtle, come to us. Turtle, come to me. Can you blow bubbles again?
Can you wave?
Can you open your mouth? Show us your teeth.
Can you open your mouth right up?
Can you wave your tail? Can you flap your tail?
Oh, there we go. So obviously, the larger the projection, the more details that you'll be able to see. But it's pretty amazing how detailed and how accurate those details are for this digital animation. The limitations are trying to find appropriate projection screen. In Hawaii, again, as I was saying, is we have a lot of buildings with trees in front of them. We also have a lot of glass buildings, and glass buildings are not good for this type of projection. So,
Turtle, come to me.
and if you are wanting to project outside, it has to be dark, so it has to be at night. So those are the kinds of challenges that we had when we were trying to set this up.
See ya. Bye. Catch her in. Where's the turtles? There's a dolphin. Is that a dolphin? No, killer whale. That's a killer whale. Come to me, turtle. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, that's not fair. Manta rays, come down lower. They won't. They're going higher. Fish, come to me. Come. I won't do it.
So I am the probably most uneducated technological person. So our technologist just told us, our AV tech person told us that what we're projecting on right now is a cloth wall, and it's probably the worst projection wall that you could possibly select for this type. But you can see, even with this kind of challenge, it's still a really, really high resolution image that you're seeing. There are other equipment that you can use that would even give you more detailed projection and give you a more clear image. So I think he was trying to tell me that even he's impressed with this digital technology and something that is, cutting edge. It hasn't been developed
Turn on your side.
in other places.
Good boy. Good boy. No, no.
Shake my hand.
So to most people who don't know very much about whales and dolphins, they think whales and dolphins are just whales and dolphins. But when you study them, like I have, like I've had the privilege to do, you realize that there are so many different species of marine mammals, and they all have really different physical characteristics and very different social behaviors. It's probably one of the biggest challenges we have in trying to protect these animals, because you can't apply everything you know about one species to another species. Very, very different. And trying to study these animals is really difficult because they live in the ocean. And sometimes they live very, very, in very, very remote places in the ocean. So, again, this is a way to get people to know
Blow some bubbles.
about all the different species that we have, the diversity that we have in marine mammals. And so, again, I'm really excited about this
Roll
technology. I don't think Haru-san has enough hours in the
dolphin.
day to satisfy the kinds of things that I would like to see him develop using this technology. Again, because there's just so many opportunities
Flap your
to
flipper.
explore. Yes.
Good, Mr. Dolphin. Can you blow some bubbles?
Those are great questions. So on the questions about how accurate their behaviors are, again, I think this is a technology that's still developing, and I think that the better the digital technology, the better the animators will be able to replicate that. I think right now you're seeing very basic, from my experience as a marine mammal person, you're seeing very basic behaviors, things that you might see at these animals.
Nod your
do.
head.
But again, because we don't spend all of our time with them, we don't have a good characterization of
Do
all
some
their
tricks.
different behaviors of different species. In terms of education and outreach, Haru-san has been trying to push the message home to the people that he has shared this presentation with, that this is a
Swim up and
non-intrusive
down.
way of seeing these animals and getting to know these animals without disturbing them. That's been a really clear message that I've heard.
Go up.
And I think is amazing. We're still, we've just connected
Stop.
with Haru-san. And again, we've connected with him because of Giuseppe
Can you
and I
please
have a very
flap your
close
tail?
personal relationship with Eric Hoyt, who has been a pioneer in marine mammal studies. He's written over 20 books. He's just, and he's the one who said to us, we need to bring this to the Conservation Congress here in Hawaii, and would you help me? Unfortunately,
Turtle, come to me.
Eric was supposed to be here, and he was supposed to be doing this presentation, and not me.
Dolphin,
and he
go
wasn't able
away.
to be here. And so we're doing this for him. He believes in this technology. And I think what the goal was that
told him to
we
go
wanted to
away.
find ways to utilize this technology in a way that we can better communicate
Dolphin,
those
come
education
back.
and outreach messages. So I think that's kind of the next step, is how do we create a presentation, besides it just being interactive and fun for the people,
Turtle, stop.
with those important messages. So, again, we're looking for your ideas, because I'm sitting here thinking there's all kinds of things we can do. But I've been a terrible host here because I haven't asked the
Dolphin,
audience, do
come
you have any
here.
other questions? And I appreciate you opening that floor for questions. So does anybody have any other questions about what you're seeing? I think right now we're getting close to the end of our time.
Dolphin, come here.
We had about 20 minutes. So I think we're just kind of playing right now. These
Whale,
guys have
come
been playing
here.
for over 40 minutes. Go ahead.
Whale, stop. Kill a whale.
Come here, Whale.
Mr. Whale, come down.
Thank you for that. Did everybody hear what she just said? Okay, so I think she just had a very creative idea. So I think she was saying that the next generation of this technology could be to add the other elements in, add the human element in, add the boats, add the people that want to swim with these animals, and then see for
Shake
yourself how that affects their behavior and how intrusive that can be. We know, we travel. When you go to a large city, and you're around a lot of people, that creates anxiety, and you're uncomfortable. And we don't try to humanize the behavior of animals based on what we experience, but you can imagine that's probably not really fun for
Open
them.
your mouth so we
if a
can
bunch of
brush
people
your
are trying to
teeth.
swim with them and disturb them when they're trying to feed their calves, or they're trying to mate, or they're just wanting to rest. So that's a really good suggestion. Again, thank you for that.
Blow bubbles.
Do we have anyone else who has any questions or comments? We've got someone in the back. Do you want to come to the microphone so everybody can hear you, or you can shout it out and I will try to interpret?
How do you make the turtles come?
I think they just decide to come and visit when they're ready. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mr. Whale, go away. Swim away.
So Haru-san has been showing LightAnimal for a couple of years now in his home country in Japan, from what I understand. I think that what he's doing, it's a little bit unique in that it's interactive. I think there are other digital technologies,
Make a splash.
other marine life illustrators that have created programs, but nothing like this that I've seen. Thank you for your question. Haru-san, when you do this presentation in Japan, what kind of response do you get from people back home?
Whale, come down.
So, I think Haru-san is very brave to do the work that he does. And so I think that's the other story here that we wanted people to see, is that there is a changing attitude.
I might be able to see your face. Hey, I can see your face on TV.
In Japan, most people like our work. Yeah. Especially children loves our whales. Yes. Okay.
So Haru-san, he speaks very good Japanese, but he struggles with his English, but he's doing a great job. And I think he's trying to get the message across at home. Again, that these are important animals. And he's doing it in terms of his efforts for younger generations. And so, it'll take time, obviously. But I think there is a common understanding
Nod
that
your
these are
head.
important animals. Does anybody else want to come and play? Yeah, we got another question.
Shake my hand.
Yeah, I think that it's possible. It's possible. I think it could be an enhancement for them. I think that, aquariums do an amazing job of connecting people to different animals. But in terms of these types of animals, these whales and dolphins, these will never be in aquariums. We just don't have the intelligence to know how to care for these animals, and they can't be in the wild. I mean, these animals migrate thousands and thousands of miles, and if you put them in a tank and they can't live the way that they're supposed to live, then they probably won't survive very long. So again, this is a way to enhance people's knowledge about animals that we don't have the opportunity to interact with in this manner.
Big whale, come down lower. Standing still.
Maybe if you jump up and... Uh-oh, there you go.
Yeah, come down. Nah.
Stop, Mr. Whale. Aw.
He's got to go follow Mom. That's the calf.
Yeah. Orca, come here.
Yep. I think they need to go eat.
Turtle, come here.
Yeah, that turtle seems to be pretty solitary up there.
I want to do this closer then. No. Dolphin, come here.
So we probably just have a few minutes left. I don't know what time the next session's going to get started. Do we have any final questions from the audience? Okay, well, I just want to say thank you for spending some time with us this afternoon. We hope you had fun visiting with us. We hope that you continue to send us your creative ideas of what you think can be done with this technology. And,
Show me your belly, Dolphin.
Yeah, if you want to just come up and play, please feel free to. Thank you very much, everyone.
Swim away free. Dolphin, go away. Turtle, be more sociable. Turtle, come down.
Hi. Oh, thank you very much. Excuse me.